there's really just one line that connects these. And even if you say that, and even if they see a picture and all that stuff, for some reason, starting with nothing and then building this up seems to help them understand that a little bit better. All right, so this is just like a quick little teacher hack that I stumbled upon a month ago. And I've done it with probably a half dozen students or so since then, and it's worked really well for everybody, so I thought I'd just share it. All you need for this is 4 bars of music. Now, you have to do this in like some type of notation software, or I guess you could show them this video. But what I do with the student is, this is all has to deal with all those ledger lines that happen in between the bass clef and the treble clef. So quickly identifying those, and then also I'll give like kind of a quick tip on like what I do for my non-mnemonic mnemonic device, because I don't really do any of those things where you make a bunch of sentences that no one ever remembers. So what I did here is I just start with a low C. The C below middle C, and then we go all the way up to middle C, and then in the right hand we start on middle C and we build up to the C above that. So we got the 3 C's as the point, and so I'll have them hit all those on the piano. Then all I simply do is go and connect these two so that they can see that there's really just one line here, because my students will understand that this is middle C. They get that this is middle C, but for some reason, sometimes they don't, even though they know they're both middle C, sometimes they forget it's the same note. I don't know why, but so anyway, I just do this little demonstration, and there's this little like aha moment when they see that, oh my goodness, yeah, even though it looks like there's a lot of space here and there could potentially be all these extra notes, there's really just one line that connects these. And even if you say that, and even if they see a picture and all that stuff, for some reason, starting with nothing and then building this up seems to help them understand that a little bit better. So then from here, what I'll do is I'll take this up another octave and then do it again. And so they quickly see that, oh yeah, these are all the same notes. I'm just extending into the treble clef. So I kind of call that, once you go above the middle C in the left hand, you're kind of crossing over into right hand territory. And then, it would be the same thing with, same thing going in the other direction, going down here. So, whoops, this way, here we go. So that's it. So then they see that again as it's going down. And so from there, they kind of they start identifying this almost like they're reading it as the bass clef. In a way. So that's one of the things that I do there. Now, one of the other things I do, I don't do like the mnemonic devices and all that, but actually let's go skips here. And then here we'll jump over to right hand, E, and go all the way up here. So I just teach my students to remember the 7 letters like it's a tongue twister. So EGB, EGBDF, EGBDFAC. So I have them do that. They need to say that in under a second. So EGB, EGB, EGBDF, EGBDFAC. And so they get to know that very quickly. And I just tell them that it starts down here on the line below, and then it starts here. So again, these lines, for some reason, like giving them 4 different things to try to remember, that just never worked for me, and it's never really worked for my students. So that's what I do. So then when they look at this, if they see a note that's on C, they could just go EGB, C, and then they go right from there. So everything is just, where are we here on the 5th line? EGBDF, and then they'll kind of just quickly, get that going. So the tongue twister thing, it's kind of fun because it's like, how fast can you say it? I'll time them. It's got to be in under a second. For the most part, I don't even really do that much, but if I were going to do something like that, that's kind of what I would do. I tend to go, when I'm teaching students, I don't even talk too much about the letter names. It's just those landmark notes, this is this note, whatever key we're in, make sure they understand where the 1 is. And then from there, it's just little shapes and things. Is this moving up? Is this moving down? I like them to see the shapes of the line. Is it skipping, repeated note, things like that. they can learn the letter names later. You know, I don't get too wrapped up with that. It's more about like when I'm playing chords and things like that or reading music, I'm not really intentionally thinking of each individual note as a letter, especially if there's multiple notes being played at the same time. It's more about the direction and seeing the shapes and things like that. So that's just a little thing that I've done recently that's been helpful for my students, especially the ones that really consider themselves visual learners, starting with nothing again and seeing it build up. That's how I learn really well, but just showing them like a picture with everything already in place sometimes doesn't work quite as well. So if this is helpful, it's a little tool you can use if you got some type of notation software, and you can do a similar thing where you can move the staff together. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.